guys, I just recorded myself doing my makeup and then realised that my skin is so dry and flaky at the moment that I had to just carry on with the emails that I was doing, made some lunch, and now I've taken my makeup off, kind of scrubbed my face a bit with a muslin cloth to get rid of some dry skin, and I'm reapplying my base. I'll talk to you a little bit about my skin now. For the past month or so, I've been getting a kind of flare up on my cheeks. I don't know if you can see, it's not looking too bad today, but it's just like around here, kind of going up to my temples and around here, both sides. It's just like always flushed, and I've been getting these really odd spots that don't really come to a head, like they're not whiteheads, and I find them really hard to get rid of. It's kind of a different sort of acne for me that I'm used to, especially on my cheeks. Like the majority of my acne is on my chin, not around this area, so it's been really weird. And I was talking to my mum about it at the weekend, and it kind of just clicked for me that I might have what she has, which is acne rosacea. She's been on medication for her skin, her rosacea, and it looks a little bit different to mine. But I was doing some research, and lots of women in their mid-30s, that is when like they start getting rosacea, and I fit that category. Also, it's in the family, like my mum has it, and I was just like, this makes so much sense. I was going to wait until I got paid to book a dermatology appointment and see what it was about, see if I could get a diagnosis, or I don't know, find out what is causing this flare up. But in the meantime, I spoke to a dermatologist at Skin in Me. This is not sponsored. I had a call with a woman, and she was so helpful. Oh, I could talk for so long about this. When you first sign up to Skin in Me, you need to take pictures of your face so that the dermatologist can have a look at your skin and see what your skincare concerns are and give you a product designed to help with your skincare concerns. I submitted 3 photos when I first signed up to Skin in Me in March 2021, and I have again a couple of other times throughout the years, just so they could check on my progress and see if I needed any adjustments making to the formula. Anyway, the dermatologist who was looking at my pictures said that there's a sign back in March 21 that I was about to develop rosacea, and I'll show you the pictures now. Please ignore the cat ears I'm wearing in this, but if you can see around kind of here and here, it's really red. Like I've got really red skin here, whereas the rest of my cheeks are kind of okay. Let me show you another one. Don't know if you can see that, just around my nose. And she said that is a sign that you could be starting to develop rosacea. And then these are the pictures I uploaded yesterday before my consultation with her, so she could really clearly see, before I even said rosacea, she was like, yeah, that looks like it could be acne rosacea overlap. Apparently rosacea is quite hard to diagnose because there's not like one test you can do for it. It's looking quite certain that I do have it, and she's prescribed me a topical antibiotic called metronidazole. So I will be trying that as soon as it arrives, and in the meantime I'm laying off my tretinoin and any acne creams because that could also be causing this kind of reaction on my skin. So if my skin starts kind of settling down whilst I'm not using any tretinoin or acne kind of products, then it could mean that it was just a flare up of like my skin not being very happy with that, even though I wasn't really putting it on my cheeks very much. But yeah, if it starts clearing up with this metronidazole, I'll be really interested to see, because that is a cream for rosacea. Anyway, I didn't really mean to talk about that right now. I'm going out tonight. I'm going on a night out in Clapham, guys. I haven't been on a night out in Clapham since way before the pandemic. Probably since 2019, I think. We're going out, me and G are going out with our mate Motown. We're going to go dancing. I haven't been on a night out in so long where we just dance. And I'm so excited. So I thought I'd bring you along with me. Clapham is South London, and it's got, I would say, it's got quite a party atmosphere. Like there's a lot of bars, a lot of clubs. It's kind of young. Like I do feel a little bit old when I go out there, because it kind of feels very studenty, but good music. Like, yeah, I want to go to a gay bar basically because they've got some great ones there, and the music there is always my favourite. So I thought I would vlog some of that for you guys, or at least film some clips of where we end up. if any of you guys want a dancey night out in London, you know where to go. Until then, I've got so much freaking work to do. I just feel like I'm drowning in different things. I'm trying to do everything at once and nothing is getting completed. I've spent about 3 hours on emails about VAT and tax today. I don't understand it. But I've got a new accountant, and so I'm just trying to like make sure that he's got everything in order for my VAT return. This is so boring. That's put me really behind on content and work, so I need to get my shit together. Okay, I'm nearly ready now for our night out. I have this like sequiny top with a sheer mesh kind of sparkly top underneath. I don't know if you can see that. It's very sparkly. My boobies are so big at the moment. Yeah, I've kind of laid them up. I don't know if it works, but it's funky, isn't it? And then I've got some smart black trousers on, and I've got my favourite boots. I was going to wear Docs, but they're just a bit too chunky, and these are a little bit more streamlined. So yeah, I washed my hair this morning, so that's looking nice and huge. Yeah, I haven't been dancing in so long. We've got like the tunes on. We should have a pre-drink really, shouldn't we? That's what you used to do back in the day before you went out. Have a little pre-drink. And even though it's a night out, I'm going to take my book. I'm going to take my book for the train because Clapham's quite far for us. So I know I will want to read whilst I can. Today is Monday. I just wanted to show you guys this. I bought this little tub of goodness, I want to say about 6 months ago, and up until the past week I hadn't really realised how much I love it. I wanted to show you it today. It is the Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass Colour Correcting Treatment. I saw some people talking about it on YouTube, and so I decided to purchase it myself. I think I got it from Cult Beauty. So yeah, I've got some of this redness at the moment, which I do think is going down. Maybe not, but for the days that I don't want to wear makeup, but I kind of want to feel a bit better about myself, I've been using this. So it's like a green cream like this, and you only need the tiniest amount, and it kind of just sinks in and colour corrects, takes away all of the redness. And I want you to see how good this is, because it has been so good for me over the past week, especially with all this redness. So it just like proper blends into the skin and leaves it looking just lovely. And G's been commenting on my skin when I've been wearing this, because it doesn't look like I'm wearing anything. He's like, skin looks really good, and I'm like, that's because I've been using this. I should have really taken a before picture and put it side by side, but it just really blends in, it feels really moisturising, and it kind of just, yeah, like takes redness away from my skin. So I've really been enjoying using this recently. I'll leave a link to it down below. I think there's probably a chance that you could put too much on and start looking a little bit green, but I haven't experienced that yet. It's just very good. Perfect. Now I feel like I can actually vlog and not be embarrassed about my skin. I have just, this is TMI, but I've just come on my period a couple of days early, which now means I'm going to be on my period for the last like 4 or 5 days of our honeymoon, which I'm a bit gutted about. Also TMI, I can't use a tampon, like I've just got fear of them. I had a really bad experience with them when I was like 15, and I haven't used a tampon since. I've tried a moon cup, that was disastrous as well. Just got a bit of a fear about them. And so yeah, I'm a bit gutted now that I'm going to be on my period for the last 5 days of the honeymoon. I might look into getting, do they do period pants swimwear these days? I might have a quick Google and see. Otherwise I'm just going to have to force myself to try and use a tampon. But I've been using the Clue app for the past, I want to say 2 years. No, actually that's a complete lie. Probably about 5 years I've been using this app. There is a premium subscription you can have, but I don't pay for that. I haven't found that I've ever needed it. But yeah, it's been really helpful just to keep a track of when I'm due on. I think I started using this app after I came off the mini pill. Kind of looks like this. My periods are really frequent. Like in this 2 months, I've had 3 periods. I have so many fucking periods, it's so annoying. Another 3 periods over 2 months here. Yeah, I just wish I wasn't so frequent, and I do wonder if being on the mini pill for like 15 years made my period cycle shorter. It's interesting to think about. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? At least I'm not feeling too PMS-y this time round though. I made myself overnight oats, like a birch muesli last night, and I'm really excited to eat it this morning. It looks like this, it looks gross. I think I'm gonna pour it into a bowl. I've also been using one of these like Tupperware cups instead of cling film because I can't find the lid for this. Scoop this into a bowl and add some more fruit. This was basically a bit of oat milk, apple juice, oats, grated apple, and then I put in some nuts, seeds and cranberries. Here it is. I've just added some blueberries and some chia seeds. I'm gonna see if it needs any sweetness, any honey. I've got this nice one from M&S. Just been cooking some vegetables, meal prepping for tomorrow's lunch. This actually looks really good, doesn't it? And then, oh, thanks for putting, did you put my milk in? No, I did. There's something wrong with my brain sometimes. For dinner tonight, we're having a brinner. We're having beans, toast, cup of tea, and some sausages. We're not having any vegetables. Oops. Today is Blue Monday as well. Have you been feeling blue today? I'm vlogging.
I haven't really. I think I've been okay. Have you? You have a bit.
You know, I woke up in a good mood and then I saw some things on the internet and they made me feel a bit sad.
What did you see?
I think it was something about someone wanting to like grind, like work in their work for the next few years, and for some reason that made me feel inadequate, like I don't grind enough.
What does that even mean? Like
hustle culture. Like they just want to make loads of money, and it just made me feel. I think I've just got an issue with not feeling like I never do anything. But I know it's stupid because I was feeling fine before that.
Yeah, it's like comparing yourself to others thing as well.
Yeah.
Also, the motivation shouldn't be to earn as much fucking money as you can. It should be to enjoy your work and do fulfilling work and.
Yeah, well that's
do what you
probably
want to do.
Their reasoning was so that they could have a family.
Maybe you want babies. Plural.
Me? Maybe I want babies. Do you reckon?
Maybe you want babies, dude.
Do I want babies? I don't think so.
Maybe you want like 6 babies.
No, I really don't want 6 babies. I do feel a little bit sad after you told me about Will for some reason. And then I looked it up on Reddit and I was like, why do I sometimes feel jealous of pregnant people even though I don't want a baby?
Oh yeah? What did Reddit say?
I found a really good Reddit forum called Child Free. And it's basically people just discussing being child free, their decisions to be child free, and then like topics surrounding it. And apparently someone else had the same thing that I have, in that sometimes like they know she knows she really doesn't want a baby, but sometimes she feels jealous. And someone...
I have a theory. Go on.
Oh, you have a theory?
I have a theory.
Okay, wait. Their theory was that societal pressures on women to feel like they should want that, or I don't know. Go on. What do you think? What is your?
I think it's the illusion. It's the illusion of progress. Like what's that Stephen Bartlett guy was saying on his podcast is like always striving towards like an end goal. Well, no, Devon Brown was talking about it.
Devon Brown.
Devon Brown was talking about like when you were young, you think that there's an end goal in sight, and you're all striving. Everything you're doing is striving towards this thing in the distance.
Yeah.
And society and everyone else and parents and friends. That is marriage.
Have a baby.
Kids. The baby is almost like the end.
Yeah,
of the end of the rainbow. So
there's nothing else after that, really, is there? And we've
divorce.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there was a great thread actually. It was so good. There was a great response. This woman was just like going off on a tangent again in this vlog. Everyone says like, oh, like if you don't want a child now, but when it's your own you'll love it, and when it's your own like you'll feel love like you've never felt before, and it's the best thing to ever happen to you, and it'll make your life feel so fulfilled. When the reality is you've got a screaming baby covered in vom and shit, then they take all your money and then you don't get any sleep, and then no one wants to deal with you, and then when you have the baby everyone's like, obviously you're not going to get any sleep because you've got a baby, what did you expect? And obviously you're not going to have any money or free time, what did you expect? It's like, as soon as you actually have a baby, then no one wants to help anymore.
Yeah.
Then they're not saying, oh, it's the best thing ever, is it? It's just interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think when you hear about someone having a baby, it's like, oh wow, like you're so conditioned to think, oh, they've reached that end goal that everyone's striving for. Yeah. But because it doesn't matter if you want it or not, that's always been the narrative, that's always been the story.
Yeah.
Get to the end, and the end is babies, and that is happiness. So I think that's natural, because you instinctively felt that. You instinctively felt a bit sad. It's not like you thought about it, analysed it, and logically you worked out that you should be sad about it.
No, I instantly knew that I felt a bit sad or jealous about it.
But then you figured...
But it's not jealous, is it?
No, but then you like thought about it and thought about you and what you want, and then that went away a little bit.
Yeah. But then sometimes I'm like, well, do I want a baby?
Yeah. That's alright to wonder that. It's alright to wonder that, baby.
Shit.
No, it's not. We're gonna have 20 babies.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Little dinner. Yum. I have been waiting for this moment, I think for about a year.
Longer, baby.
Longer than a year. We have been waiting for the day that our favourite ever video game called The Last of Us comes out on HBO as a series. Yeah, ever since we first heard about it, I've been freaking out. It's directed by the same guy that directed Chernobyl, which is also on Now TV, which was one of the best series that we watched a few years ago. Just incredibly excited to see this game come to life. If you are wanting a PlayStation game recommendation, check out Last of Us. It's quite scary though. Let's watch it. I'm so excited. I've got the duvet on the sofa, the spare duvet on the sofa. I've got a hot water bottle and a cup of tea, and I'm so ready for this.